Now this CGMP activates the protein kinases. Which protein kinases? CGMP dependent protein kinase, in the same way as CAMP dependent protein kinase gets stimulated or gets activated, right. Now this protein kinase, this will cause relaxation of the smooth muscles, relaxation of the smooth muscles, and this leads to vasodilation, right. So this is how dilatation, this is how nitric oxide is functioning, okay, through the CGMP pathway. Now here one important point is that nitroglycerin or glyceryl nitrate, which is used for angina patients, this also utilizes NO and uses the same pathway for the vasodilation. So nitroglycerin converts itself to nitrate, and from nitrate to nitrite, and this nitrite gets converted to nitric oxide. So nitric oxide in the same way will act and cause vasodilation. Which of the following is maximum in HDL compared to other lipoproteins? Cholesterol, so cholesterol is maximum in LDL. HDL has cholesterol ester maximum. Apoproteins, yes, apoproteins is maximum in HDL. We are talking about the lipoproteins. They want to know the concentration of different elements in the lipoproteins. So apoproteins, yes, this should be the answer. Let's see the other options. Triglycerides. Triglycerides are maximum in chylomicrons and your VLDL. Fatty acids, no. So your answer is apoproteins. So quickly we will revise all this. Chylomicrons, the source, or it is synthesized in intestine. VLDL is synthesized in liver and intestine. LDL is getting synthesized or it is formed from VLDL. We know the source of LDL is VLDL. HDL is synthesized in liver, intestine, and VLDL and chylomicrons also give off portions of apolipoproteins and triglycerides to finally form the HDL. Okay, so this is about the source. Diameter maximum is of chylomicron and minimum is of HDL. Okay, protein percentage is maximum in HDL, minimum in chylomicrons. Lipid percentage is maximum in chylomicrons and minimum in your HDL, yes. So main lipid component for your chylomicrons and VLDL is your triglycerol or triglyceride we say. Then LDL, the main lipid is cholesterol, and for HDL the main lipid is your cholesterol ester plus your phospholipids. And final thing, so here what we need to remember is triglyceride is the main lipid for your chylomicrons and VLDL. Cholesterol is the main lipid for your LDL, and cholesterol ester along with phospholipids is the main lipid for your HDL. Simple? Okay. So apolipoproteins, B48 is the apolipoprotein for chylomicron. B100 is the apolipoprotein for VLDL. So this is important, you need to remember this, okay. And for LDL, the apolipoprotein is B100 and ApoE, okay. Your HDL is having ApoA, ApoC and ApoE. All these are important, you need to remember. So at the interior of any globular protein, it will be the non-polar amino acids in the interior, and on the exterior it will be the unpolar. This will be at the exterior, and on the surface it will be the charged polar amino acids. Those will be on the surface of the globular protein, right? Now, amino acids I have written non-polar side chains. They will be hydrophobic as I told you, and because hydrophobic they will be lipophilic. Now these are the amino acids which are non-polar amino acids or the amino acids with non-polar side chains. Now how do I remember this list? So I have made a mnemonic for this, which is Luke. Luke is a person. I have taken leucine. Leucine is looking. Is looking is for isoleucine. Leucine is looking. So leucine is done. Isoleucine is done. Leucine is looking for. Now this for is for phenylalanine. Okay. This for is for phenylalanine. For meeting. For meeting. Meeting M is for methionine. For meeting all. All is for alanine. So leucine is looking for meeting all in a prolonged. Now this prolonged is for proline. Prolonged is for proline. Methionine also done for meeting. Alanine is done for all. Luce or Luke. Luke is looking for meeting all in a prolonged valley. Valley is for valine. Trip. Trip is for tryptophan. So the mnemonic I have made is Luke is looking. Luke for leucine is looking for isoleucine. For the pH phenylalanine. Meeting is for methionine. All is for alanine. In a prolonged proline, valley, valine, tryptophan. Now seeing this picture, you might be thinking, do I need to remember all the amino acids of the insulin? Of course not. You need to remember only one fact, which is that the B chain of the insulin, from 26th amino acid to 30th amino acid, even if it is removed, does not make any difference in the function of insulin. Okay. So with this concept, let us try and solve this question. Hydrolysis of disulfide linkage. The question was asking that the biological activity of the molecule, which of the changes will not make any difference, that is, the biological activity will not change. So the first option is hydrolysis of disulfide linkage. If the hydrolysis of disulfide linkage is done, it will definitely affect the function of insulin. So this is not the option. Interchange of A1 and A4. As I told you, it is only the B26 to B30 removal of which will make no change. Okay. So this again will make a change. Interchange of B29 and B30. Yes, this is falling in the concept which I discussed, that B26 to B30. So this should be the answer. See the next option also, interchange of A5 and A6. Of course, this will make a change in the function. So the answer is interchange of B29 and B30. What is happening in intestine is that the same gene is giving off the same identical messenger RNA primary transcript, but a cytidine deaminase. Cytidine deaminase will remove one molecule of amino group. Okay. So it will remove off one amino group to give CAA to UA, that is your cytidine is getting converted to uridine. And we know that if an amino group is removed from cytidine, what we get is uridine. One more difference here is CAA give off the glutamine, yes, and UAA is a stop codon. Other two stop codons, do you remember? Yes, they are UGA, UAG and UAA. Okay. So you need to remember all these stop codons, it is important. I will just write over here UAA, UAG and UGA. These are the stop codons which you need to remember. So one of it has come in this topic, so I have just taken it in the side so you can remember. Okay. So now this glutamine is getting actually replaced by the stop codon. So this will stop the translation to happen further, and there will be a termination signal, so that the protein which was synthesized 100 kDa protein will be getting cut off, or it will be stopped there itself, and a smaller protein, truncated protein of 48 kDa is synthesized, which is nothing but your ApoB48. So, these are complex 1 inhibitors. We have malonate competitive inhibitor, we have complex 2 inhibitors, 3, 4 oligomycin uncouplers, and along with that we have one more important inhibitor, which is your atractyloside. It is attractive, isn't it? Atractyloside. So, what atractyloside does is it inhibits the entry of formed ATP to go outside the mitochondria, and inhibits the ADP, which is the substrate to form ATP. So, it does not allow ADP to come inside the mitochondria and get converted to ATP, and it does not allow the formed ATP from mitochondria to be taken out of it.